Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Noche Latina, the NBA's celebration of the Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke.
All right,
we'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time. So far, no luck against this team. They've dropped both of the games in the previous two matchups this season.
And, guys, a loss like that, that's one when you just got to put it behind you as quickly as possible.
You know, that won't be easy, Greg. It's hard not to dwell on that type of performance.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Love and Verjao are up front. Meyer comes in for Chris Bosh. Green, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Campbell in for Goran Dragic. The three. No good from Campbell.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Now Campbell. His last outing, he had 8 points. That's good. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Campbell against Williams. Dishes it to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Smith kicks to Thompson. Back to Smith for three. Williams. The shot no good. Nice D from Campbell. 1:07 left to play here in the first. That's good. Cleveland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Nobody near Williams. And it's Williams again missing. The Heat with the lead. Anderson a screen on Jefferson. Wade kicks to Freak. Mozgov with the block. They recover it. And it's Green missing. In the corner, Smith with it. Takes the three. There's the bucket. Good. Smith's got himself on the board with three there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Wade with it. He's got 7. The three. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Now here's Williams. His last outing, he had 8 points. Wade dishes to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Green's got his first basket of the night. Williams. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Heat lead by 4. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership. Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Dragic is out there with Campbell. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. The drive by Bosh. That's good. Bosch has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Heat.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets gave them a bit of a boost. He finished with 8 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Irving kicks to Love, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Right side against Mozgov. 6 to shoot. And it's Dragic off the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got 6.
We all know how explosive Kyrie Irving is offensively, but as his team becomes a contender, he's looking to improve at the defensive end of the floor as well, and I think he will.
Campbell against Shumpert. Kicks to Whiteside. Now the feed to Bosch. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bosch has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Irving. And for Kyrie Irving, good size at 6'3", obviously a good athlete, versatile player. Greg, why do you think he's struggling defensively?
Kevin, I think it's a matter of intensity. I mean, he's had to carry such a big load on the offensive end. Now with more help, there's no excuse for him not to develop in terms of his impact on the defensive side.
Well, Heat leading by 4. Winslow, the pass to Dragic. To the right side. Campbell. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 7. LeBron kicks to Shumpert. Mozgov a screen on Campbell. Shumpert against Campbell. Pass to Mozgov. Here's Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
That's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Bang comes in for Chris Bosh. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Campbell.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Outside, Green. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Move the ball.
He dishes it to Stoudemire. Shot from 12. That's tipped. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Heat out front, leading by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You've set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. This is a very tough opponent, and we've got a difficult half in front of us. But I've got all the faith in the world in you.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Dragic. He's got 10 points and several assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. Love and Verjao are up front. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving at the one spot. It's Dragic with the drive. That one goes. Count it. Dragic has got the first point. Different look for Miami. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Campbell in for Dwayne Wade. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Anderson Verjao. And Whiteside sends it back. They retain possession. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Mozgov. Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Dragic against Irving, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. With the teardrop, that's good. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Up top, Dragic, covered by Irving. The kick out to Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. Tops in scoring, second in steals, and they're number 2 in team three-point field goal percentage. They've got a lot of guys who love the three-point shot, and they do a good job of running plays to get those guys open.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Love with a wide open look, misses off the left iron.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Anderson, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Shumpert. Irving for 3. No good. And Miami the other way now. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
Cleveland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Off target at the rim.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Campbell's shot's good. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Freak.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
On the wing, Green. Stoudemire, the screen. The drive by Green. Shoots from the right block. Cannot hit. Smith with the defensive effort. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Magic.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Feeds to Stoudemire. Now here's Winslow. D right on him. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And some changes here for the Heat. Luol Deng is checked in for Anderson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Winslow. On a switch here also for Cleveland. Verajau's checked in. The Cavaliers trailing.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Stoudemire left side. Green against Williams. Outside, Green. Tries again. Dang. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Mo Williams.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Irving dishes to James. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Heat lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Deng and Bosh, your small and powerful. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at center. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And stolen by Whiteside.
Yes, sir.
Here's Bosh, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron
The Heat making a switch here. Campbell's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in. Takes the 13-footer. And that's an intentional foul.
And look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. 9 points and 3 denied. He's doing all the things you can ask of a player in the low post.
Definitely. It's the blocks, the rebounds. You name it, he's done it.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
You'll finish it when you win. Concentrate on Shepard. Double team. Double team.
36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Offline with his three.
Two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Shumpert. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he came off that screen, and the knee just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, unless something dramatic and drastic occurs.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. LeBron, no good. Freak sets a screen for Dragic. Shoots from the baseline. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds clung.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Good win. Okay, gang.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic. And Goran, what a nice show the team put on for your fans tonight.
Yeah, great game for us, for our fans. They were amazing. This kind of games is really enjoying to play, and we are passionate whenever we play defense and offense. And I'm really happy that we won that game.
You enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it.
Jesus.
Thank you, Goran. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's right, Ernie, instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Great gambler. That's what I do, right? You'd have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. She helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Since you mentioned it. Your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights, and showing up late to shoot-arounds, and the bad press, and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
Hey, if this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
Like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. This almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know the biggest problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. Sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums and threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You're talking as if I'm invisible. You're talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot them. Every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. Now, I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk. Talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They can tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me to stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade? Some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. When they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype, the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? It's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beat. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. It's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you gotta do, that's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you gotta make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up. Not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself. And yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Bagnati.
So what's the next move?
Next move is freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
Made up the cut, bro.
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all set up. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. So when this is on you, I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make.
Yeah. That's a real motherfucker, bro. Come on, man. I wonder why they didn't let me make the decision, like, to narrate this story. Man, that shit is gay.
Yvette, please.
Yvette, no shit.
CC, Yvette.
Miss Dom.
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you. And I'm ready to put our differences aside. Really. On the string.
I'm with it.
Be free. Be free. Alright, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dab.
The dab. Okay.
Go. 1, 2, 3, shoot, switch. Again.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, swish. Okay, I like that. Yeah.
Still gotta keep an eye. It's that look like, yeah, bitch, I may have to come to a truce. I mean, I still got the energy. But it's all about the power of the energy, the power of the sport. My little, I was just talking to my little cat. That's what that was. I had to feed him, give him some water. Now we back on it. Why can't I grab another one? Oh, that's crazy.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
.2K Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with the broadcast from Boston, the home of the Celtics. The Celtics are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Boston before heading out on the road. They're still scrapping for a position in the playoffs. They're 15 games back from the #1 seed.
This game decides whether they'll come out on the top or the bottom of the season series, because they've split the prior two, and this being the final meeting, so a little more meaning on this one.
Yeah, and so many of these rubber match games like this, you know teams are going to bring it all their heart, all their focus and intensity, because if you don't, you come up short. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be a heck of a battle.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Heat, the big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3, and it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. Now Wade, following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too, but he goes to the Miami Heat, who's bounced around a little bit. But still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami for Luol.
And, you know, getting back to Luol Deng, he wasn't entirely pleased with his new role. He's been a knockdown mid-range shooter throughout his career, but last year he was asked to shoot corner threes in volume, and that's not his game.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And back to Luol Deng, I mean, he started last season pretty strong. I mean, Deng was actually healthier than LeBron at the beginning of the year. But the tables turned around midseason. Deng became hobbled with that knee, and LeBron returned to his old dominant self. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Thomas kicks to Zeller. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. For Lee, Crowder, he's checked in for Evan Turner, and Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now here's Green. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Thomas against Campbell. Outside Thomas. Olynyk up top. Can't get it to go. Now the Heat take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Right side Green, all sorts of time. And Boston with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. You could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Jerebko's checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 3. Now Smart, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game, passes it to Jerebko. Now here's Smart. Campbell defending. Clock at 4. Smart dishes to Sullinger. Jerebko can't get it to go. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Outside, Green fires from deep. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Smart with the ball. He's against Campbell. Jerebko kicks to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Crowder. Not a lot of room. That's short off the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston is stockpiling.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game.
Celtics trail by 4. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons was a big factor. He ended with 10 points and added 3 rebounds as well. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3, or just taking it to the rack himself.
Thomas passes to Bradley. There's the 3, and that one's good. And now just a 1-point Miami lead.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to Campbell. 1:29 left in the first half. No good from the wing.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And the shot's good from Crowder. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Dragic kicks to Anderson. And pushing it up, here's Boston. To the left side wing. Now here's Crowder, guarded by Green. Bradley against Dragic. Second shot opportunity, and Bradley gets it to go. And now it's a three-point Celtic lead.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
Yeah, and those hustle points are just another reason they're in control.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. Thomas a screen on Campbell. Campbell against Bradley. He dishes it to Sullinger. From outside, off the mark. Campbell, the pass to Stoudemire. It's Dragic with the drive. Makes it off the glass. And the Heat lead by 1.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
It's Thomas outside. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Miami ahead, leading by a point. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, give us your perspective on that first half.
I like the way we started the game. You know, sometime on the road we start off slow, so I thought we got to the fight early. And it's two good teams, so, you know, it's the way it should be.
Dwayne, thank you. Always fun to watch. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. A nice chunk of our offense in the first half came from the low post. And one thing that should definitely do for us in the third quarter is open things up on the perimeter. We should have a lot of room to operate outside. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. We expected this to be a battle, and it has been. From here on out...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Bosh has been having...
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. We've got Tyler Zeller. David Lee is out there with Yaredko. Then there's Smart, and it's Turner in at the 2 spot. That's the Boston 5. Smart with the ball. And it's blocked by Campbell.
Stay down. Stay down.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
The first free throw is good.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjusts to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
Boston making a switch here. Sullinger's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Stoudemire's checked in. And Sullinger kicks to Turner. Smart dishes to Zeller. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Smart. Sullinger the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
You got it. Get the ball.
And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Freak. Wade's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Outside Turner. Smart passes to Zeller. Sullinger the screen. And Zeller kicks to Sullinger. He feeds it to Urebko. To the wing right side. Smart. Boston again missing. Miami leading by 6. To the paint. It's deflected. And the pass to Sullinger. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Freak dishes to Stoudemire, and Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Free throw good, Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Zeller, and Jay Crowder's subbed in for Turner. Now here's Crowder. Defense is right there. Anderson with the block. 2 on the clock, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here, and the Heat making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
.119 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Smart. Drops in the breakaway layup. Smart's got 5 points so far.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out and transition.
And a wide-open look for Freak. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
Smart with the ball. He's against Campbell. And the shot is good. And now it's just a 4-point Miami lead.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
Kept alive. Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The shot by Sullinger wide open and off the front iron, and in it goes.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by the Heat. Smart. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Heat lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Boston trailing. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. Turner passes to Sullinger. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bosch has got 8 rebounds in this game.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Campbell. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Celtics have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here's Jurecko. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Chris Bosch.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Shooting for Boston, Jonas Jurecko will be at the line shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Celtics. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Olynyk. He hits both from the stripe.
Those free throws edge them a little closer. A couple of stops on defense, and they might not be down for long.
Miami leading by 6. Dishes it to Bosch. Shoots from the corner, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming off the court are yours. Celtics dancers, give it up.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
Zeller, he's checked in for Boston. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Boston again missing.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Get the ball inside.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Sullinger. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Turner dishes to Thomas. The shot from the low post is good. Here's Dragic. To the wing on the left. The wide open look here for Bosch. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming on the court are your Celtics dancers. Give it up.
.56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Sullinger the screen. Outside Thomas. Lets the three fly. The shot misses. And Miami the other way now. Dragic with it. Now Thomas defending. Campbell the pass to Bosch. Pushing their lead to double digits. And it's a 10-point Miami lead.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Shoots from the baseline. No good from Campbell.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Here's Dragic. And so it's Miami winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard, and you know, when I can go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, you know, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Bosh. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is a game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.
Pressure. Pressure fears. Drinking, hold up. You want to bend it over, bust it wide. Oh yeah. No, dummy. And not be. I'm like, oh, big boy. Big boy. Doing it.